let down my whole life.
Right.
I had expectations, and everyone I had expectations let me down, and I didn't want this relationship ruined.
Did you tell her that?
I told her
her that, but did you really mean that?
I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it. I ain't gonna lie, I didn't mean it. I wanted to see if she take the exit.
Right.
Like if he giving me a like sometimes
I'm gonna take it.
Sometimes you give someone an out and see if they take it.
Yeah.
And if they take it, that's what they really want.
What confused me is how all of a sudden you such a friend and you never checked on her when the Cannon thing happened. You never checked on her, even when we came alive, when Jasmine came back, you never even checked on her then, but y'all friends.
Somebody decided to bring up the little drama between Yandy and Rasheeda.
Yandy started talking about how she wished Rasheeda was there for her more and would have her back.
Rasheeda basically kind of paid her dust.
Now Rasheeda hands in the air, and I know when Rasheeda started throwing that big ass rock on freeway around like this, when she started doing this, she don't give a F.
I'm not friends with you, or you.
The only one that's my ride and die right now is Kurt Frost.
I'm like,
Dickens was just going crazy.
you could definitely tell Rasheeda was over it. Her eyes rolled back to the time Kirk wore the 3-earring.
The more we learn, the more it seems that Rasheeda is okay. According to Michelle, love, companionship, and suffering. Since Kurt implied that what Jasmine had said about Mendeecees was true, the internet is going crazy after. Rasheeda confirmed the accusations of cheating against Mendeecees was accurate to other women. Rasheeda made it evident that she and Yandy were never really friends in that sense, and that they had only been putting on this front for the purpose of their relationship. As a result, the antagonism even extended to their relationship, which was obviously never there in the first place. Mendeecees and Kurt had been at odds.
Me and Yandy have not had that type of relationship. Like, we don't talk about our husbands, and I know people see the television side of things, and we are in the same friend circles, but there's levels to friendships. And that's the thing, like, she has her close, tight, bestie friends. Like I said, my friends, like, when I go through stuff, we're there to hold each other down, not when the camera on, but in real life, you know, and not for a one-up to look good, because if you really felt like you've been holding me down, well, where were you, baby? That's all I'm saying is where you was at.
Furthermore, if you know Yandy at all, you know that she is serious about her partner and her family. And Rasheeda's comments have only made things worse. Both Rasheeda and Yandy are women who have stirred pots in various contexts, enjoy throwing stones, and cover their hands. But we all think that they would support one another's rights. Rasheeda is now highlighting what she said, calling Yandy and Mendeecees' marriage phony. She claims that he has been going out lately and even has a famous sugar baby. The main reason she is not kicking with Jasmine is because she wants to stay faithful to Rasheeda. But it seems like she has been faithful to the wrong person all along, because Rasheeda quickly flipped and painted the marriage between Jasmine and Mendeecees negatively as soon as Jasmine started dating Mendeecees. Rasheeda and hip-hop share a lot in common, including their guys taking advantage of them and doing the most.
Like for you and your husband or boyfriend, whatever y'all call it, to get on the same page. Yeah. I'm not even sure if they're legally married or not.
Does Rasheeda seem to have been aching to do something similar, or is it just me? For a long time, she and Kirk made it clear that Jasmine was lying about everything. If you believed anything she said at face value, you could be sure that you were seen as the enemy. However, now that Jasmine has come out against Mendeecees' infidelity against Yandy, is she telling the truth?
Kirk, if you're gonna stand on that everything Jasmine say got truth on it, then I have to take account that everything she say about you is true. I don't know her. That is your woman, that's your baby mother. You deal with that shit. Leave me the finale alone.
As we previously discussed. One thing about Yandy is that she has always had her back no matter what, and it got to the point where she and Mendeecees had to sit down with Kirk and Rasheeda in order to clean up this Jasmine mess. Since Yandy was put on the hot seat to answer for Mendeecees' infidelity, Rasheeda has been having a great time. She is not even attempting to hide the fact that she called Yandy out at this point. Rather, she is attempting to protect her man from any harm.
I've heard a lot of things. Females talking about they have Mendeecees' name tattooed on them and videos out of females with him or something. I don't know. It's really not my place to tell anybody anything about their me.
Rasheeda had nothing positive to say and even denied knowing anything about Jasmine's encounter with Koo. Alri's eyes might encounter with Koo Yeon-dan until it was revealed that she was aware of it and had lied about it. At first, it seemed as though Rasheeda believed there might be some truth to what was being said, even going so far as to say that she and Yandy were not friends and that their loyalty was never required.
What confused me is how all of a sudden you such a friend and you never checked on her when the Cannon thing happened. When Jasmine came back, you never even checked on her then, but y'all friends.
At the end of the day, I know what you're doing, and it's okay. And if people want to run with it and say Rasheeda's not a good friend, she's not a where your man stick his penis ain't guys.
Ever-loving mind, both women made it a point to avoid Charlotte until Yandy let out all the resentment and rage that had been building inside of them. This seemed ridiculous because in spite of everyone's support for Rasheeda and Kurt, Shay had been the only one defending their marriage. Why would she defend someone who wasn't even her friend?
They start yelling and she just like, oh, so we not friends? I'm all in these bitches' face for you.
I don't know who left the room first, but that was the end of that kickback. That was the end of that fun, and it was over.
However, Rasheeda refused to allow Yandy to treat her in that manner and use their argument as justification to say and do as she pleased. She started revealing all the details of Mendeecees and Yandy's relationship that they did not want the public to know. Even after 2 weddings, and she retaliated by calling them boyfriend and girlfriend. She also mentioned that she had received other complaints about Mendeecees ending his relationship.
I've seen things, and that's just that. That people have brought to me. Let me say it like that.
Did you ever go to her with the things you've seen?
Mm-mm.
Why not?
Because I don't do stuff like that.
4. Even though Yandy is trying to act as though it never happened, everyone in Atlanta knew that Mendeecees was unfaithful and had a side beat that he was constantly dealing with. Of course, he provided for his wife, but it's possible that his smoking was even worse than Rasheeda's. According to him, Mendeecees needs to control his relationships with his other baby moms. He also claimed that Mendeecees and Yandy wanted to fight with each other in order to be relevant on the show. Can you believe it, kid? Any chance of harmony between the two couples is rapidly deteriorating upon what type of man keeps another man's name in their mouth. Mendeecees said on Instagram immediately after seeing Rasheeda and Kirk have sex with Carlos King, "I was thinking, I'm about to start disrespecting everybody. You allow your woman to mention my name, then she can get it too." He continued by saying, "Please stop talking about me and mines. I don't mind my business because I don't give a F about people's polyamorous relationships." Additionally, Yandy didn't intend to ignore the fact that she reprimanded Rasheeda for talking about her relationship. Even though we know that both women have been messy, when she had no right to comment on other people's marriages, especially because she continued to reward Kirk for cheating on her. This is officially off the table if there was ever any chance of them becoming friends again. And after everything that has been done, Yandy will never be able to look at Rasheeda the same way again. This time, Rasheeda has displayed a lot of bravery. And the whole circumstance serves as a reminder of how she handled Kate. Michelle Rasheeda is garbage because you're suddenly accepting what Jasmine said about Mendeecees, but not about Kirk. I'm not a fan of Yandy Luther King, but it's enough that the girls give Rasheeda the respect she deserves and let Kirk be her only friend, as she keeps pleading for. Rasheeda is a bird, and I used to like her, but now that the real her has shown up, people can see who she is. Rasheeda doesn't know anything about loyalty, but what do you think about this? Did you ever think that she and Yandy would be at odds? You won't want to miss any of the upcoming content, so please share your thoughts in the comments section. And don't forget to like and subscribe. I'll see you in the next video too. Goodbye, everyone. Erica, who is known for her fiery, audacious attitude, was in her prime that night, captivating everyone with her enthusiasm. However, as the evening went on, she sharpened her teasing skills and focused on Mendeecees, the group's peacekeeper, who was always prepared with a joke and a smile. Tonight, however, he took Erica's jab directly, and the laughter quickly subsided as her words began to pierce deeper. In the crazy world of reality television, where emotions are constantly at an all-time high level, one party had everyone talking, hosted by one of the crew's closest friends. This party was decked out, the music was pumping, the glasses were clinking, and there was laughter. But underneath all that glitz, you could feel the tension building, just waiting to explode over Yandy, the one who never backs down. She noticed the change in atmosphere right away, and seeing him writhe under Erica's constant shade made her stomach turn. His usual smile began to slip, and his discomfort was visible on his face, which sparked Yandy's fierce protectiveness. Because she couldn't just sit back and let Erica run wild like that.
My whole life, right? I had expectations, and everyone I had expectations let me down, and I didn't want this relationship ruined.
Did you tell her that?
I told
her that, but did you really mean that?
I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it. I ain't gonna lie, I didn't mean it. I wanted to see if she take the exit.
Right.
Like if he giving me a sometimes
I'm gonna take it.
Sometimes you give someone an out and see if they take it.
Yeah.
And if they take it, that's what they really want.
Sometimes it don't feel like we in a relationship. It feel more like a business arrangement, and it don't seem like you happy. I'm scared to get to a point with no return.
I had to carry the brunt of this relationship, the brunt of these kids and everything. Where I put a lot of my dreams on pause. So now that you're here, there is a part of me that feels like, I want to shoot movies, you know, I want to open up businesses, I want to hire more people.
You can't neglect, our needs for things that you want. If money gonna make you happy, and that's going to fulfill you, what are we doing here?
You feel like
I feel like
I work hard.
No, it's not about work hard. Please let's not make this about work hard, right? Let's just make it about Yandy do what she wanna do, right?
And if I didn't talk to you, it was a problem. And then it would be, you don't have to do this. And for me, that felt like, don't negate what I have been doing. Don't negate me making sure you and the kids are good. Don't negate the calls I did pick up.
You're not going to talk to him like that. But I am. And what are you going to do? And what are you going to do? You're not going to talk to him. Don't play with me. Don't play with him. Don't play with me with him.
No woman is ever going to disrespect my husband in front of me. Never.
Yandy's reaction about these rumors is proof that they're true. Cause a hit dog will holler.
Just all this provoking, that's what they want to do, man. It's whack.
See, bitches get threatened when they can't handle the truth. They want to start swinging.
Wait, hold on. Let them clear that out because I promise you.
We're gonna walk straight to
No, listen, I promise you. When one of these girls grab you, I'm gonna go crazy.
Let's go get some.
For if we're being honest, Mendy's baggage from his past is beginning to weigh down their marriage. As of right now, one of Mendeecees' ex-girlfriends, Erica D., is out here dragging Yandy after rumors surfaced that he was trying to get back in touch with her. According to Erica, Mendeecees is done with Yandy, claiming he's had enough and doesn't want to be with her any longer. Erica isn't holding back and is making it clear that things between Mindy and Yandy are on the rocks. This is the same Erica who has been warning Yandy for years, and now she's returning with an "I told you so" moment. Her marriage while attempting to keep it together. But it appears that things are reaching a breaking point as Mendy's past begins to surface. Now, let's not forget that when Yandy had that conversation with Erica and Samantha, Mindy's other ex, they both warned her about how shady he could be. However, at the time, Yandy was feeling herself and called Erica nothing but a slide, as if she was so certain that Mendeecees would never leave her. Fast forward to the present, and you can still hear her calling Erica out. Mendeecees has left Yandy and is back with Erica in an attempt to re-establish their relationship with their son Chili, putting even more emphasis on the slide label. She even disparaged Erica for being nothing more than a side chick who had a baby Asim with Mindy while they were ostensibly on vacation. To put that timeline in perspective, everyone is astonished. But Erica, oh sweetheart, she wasn't amenable to it at all. She clapped back violently and in the most petty manner imaginable. She threw up a slideshow of pictures that demonstrated that she and MDC were solid even when he was with Yandy. According to Erica, she wasn't the side chick at all. In fact, she says that Yandy was the one playing second fiddle the entire time that Erica went off in stating in her description, "You are the deed side slide. Along with Donald Hash doesn't look like a slide to me." Let me quickly take you all back to that shady post. Woo! The receipts are out, the streets are talking, and everything is a mess for Yandy. However, the story keeps getting thicker. The birth of little Omir, Yandy's first child with Mendeecees, and the entire engagement plot were adorable at first. But of course the drama couldn't be kept quiet for long, honey. Just as they were ready to walk down the street, Mendeecees joined the Love and Hip Hop New York team in Season 3. Al-Boom Mendeecees had to turn himself in for serious drug and trafficking charges in Chile. And while he was in jail awaiting sentencing, he was still able to make appearances on the show via phone calls with Andy because, as you may know, they had to keep the peace. When Season 5 rolls around, guess who's back out on bail? Meanwhile, on May 25, 2015, Yandy and Mendeecees did the thing and got married live on VH1 at Love and Hip Hop Live. The wedding is famous, right? But wait, because at that moment, the storm was just around the corner. In Season 7, Yandy spilled the tea at their fancy TV wedding. Oh baby, it was just for show. It turns out that their marriage wasn't even legal like that. However, you can be sure that men continued calling in from behind bars, making appearances during Seasons 7, 8, and 9, as well as on the Love Edition special. Not to mention, he even appeared with Yandy on Love and Hip Hop Atlanta After Party Live because the drama never stops, are making all of their affairs public, and things in Chile appear to be going poorly. The couple, who have already survived many hardships, are currently in what Mendeecees refers to as a dark place. On a recent episode of Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, things are getting real. The emotions were intense during the video call between Mendeecees and Sandandy. Sandandy begins talking about a conversation she had with her girlfriend, Rasheeda Frost, and how her relationship with Kirk reminded her of her own. Rasheeda was telling me how she was out here doing everything for everybody else but wasn't putting enough into her own. She says Rasheeda and Kirk had a difficult time together, and as a result, they went to a really dark place. And girl, I just don't want that for us, stated Randy. Subsequently, Mindy hits her with the realness. Man, listen, he acknowledged that it has been like this for a minute and that we are already in that dark place. If this is what it will be, then you should take this seriously. The tension is high right now, honey. Fans have been watching to see how Yandy and Mendeecees' relationship has hit some major snags between her efforts to run for city council and she made the heartbreaking decision to donate one of her eggs to her cousin, whom she considers a sister, due to her infertility struggles. The couple has been at odds, and let's face it, Mendeecees isn't feeling it. Mainly because Yandy has been making some big decisions without consulting him. The tension is real, and when Mendeecees opened up about how bad things have gotten, Yandy was shocked. She made it clear that she's not about to give up on her marriage, saying that letting go isn't an option, stressing that she can't imagine her life without him. They were married on that famous wedding special in 2015 after being together since 2008. Despite all of that, they have managed to keep their family together. They have 5 children together. 2 they had together, 2 from DC's past relationships, and 1 they adopted. There is a lot of love, but there is also a lot of stress. In a recent episode of Love and Hip Hop, a producer asked Mendeecees if commitment is what keeps him in the marriage. More than I adored his response, which was completely laid back. We all saw how their relationship was a complete mess from day one. And let's be honest, Mendes hasn't ever been loyal. He's been cheating on her more times than we can count, and even after giving him chance after chance, it wasn't enough. Admitted that it's supposed to be forever, but it doesn't have to be forever. If that isn't a bombshell, I don't know what is, honey. Since Sis is now in charge and has formally filed for the divorce settlement, it's going to go all Yandy's way. So let me quickly bring you all back. We had previously split up, but Yandy tried to make it work, probably hoping he would change his ways. However, baby Mendeecees he's out here wildin' like he just can't help himself. Not this time. Season 3 saw Mendes join the Love and Hip Hop New York crew. At first, everything was adorable, including the birth of Amir Yandy's first child with Mendes and the entire engagement plot. However, the drama couldn't be kept quiet for long, honey. And just as they were ready to walk down the aisle, boom, Mendeecees hit with some serious legal issues. Having to turn himself in for some serious drug and trafficking charges. It was a mess during season 4, but he managed to make an appearance on the show via phone calls while he was incarcerated awaiting sentencing. You know, they had to keep the peace. Season 5 rolls around, and guess who's back out on bail? Men. DC's UND's out here glowing with her second baby, Skylar. But the storm was right around the corner. Fast forward to May 25th, 2015. And Yandy and Mendeecees did the thing and got married live on VH1 during Love and Hip Hop Live. The wedding is iconic, right? The other shoe dropped in season 6. Mendeecees was given an 8-year sentence, and he had to turn himself in again during the season finale. Meanwhile, in season 7, Yandy spilled the tea at their lavish television wedding. Baby, it was just for show. However, best believes continued to call in from behind bars, making appearances during seasons 7, 8, and 9, as well as on the Love Edition special. Not to mention that he even appeared with Yandy on Love and Hip Hop Atlanta After Party. Live, because the drama never stops. Things appear to be going poorly for their open business in Chile. The pair, who have already survived one storm after another, are currently in what he refers to as a black.